Good morning. What's going on? I want to fix that. Okay. That should be better. What's going on, everybody? Sparkle Barbie, thank you for the $4.99 super chat. Appreciate you, Sparkle Barbie. Thank you so much. Seriously. Thank you so much. Good morning. How is everyone? Saturday morning. Last night we had some discussions. Last night just a bunch of unhinged people called in. It was actually quite hilarious. As a matter of fact, if you haven't watched that live stream yet, I recommend you do. I also have a live stream uploading to Patreon. That's for Patreon only today. So that's going to be up on Patreon at some point today. Make sure you watch that. It's from yesterday. But it's the TikTok one. If you haven't seen it, it's hilarious. It'll be up on Patreon later. I'm all right. I'm tired today. You know how it goes. If you are a Republican, you can call in. Tell me why you support Trump. 908-652-3703. Lorraine. Thank you, Lorraine. Appreciate you, Lorraine. We talked a lot about the double tap strike yesterday. That's obviously pretty big news right now. The admiral who oversaw the operation said that they weren't headed for the United States, that they were headed, I don't even remember where he said they were headed, but somewhere else, to transfer those narcotics to another vessel that I believe they said was headed to the United States. He said that Hegseth never said, kill them all. I can tell you that's not true. I don't know if you guys have seen, but Hegseth literally posts on his social media bragging about these strikes on a regular basis. Sheffy, thank you so much for the $5 super chat, dude. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, Chevy. He literally posts on social media bragging about it. Haven't you ever seen the Franklin thing? He brags about it. He doesn't care. He doesn't care. Let me make sure I put this notification out here. Why is this doing this? Oh, of course. They just want to protect him. But they don't care about the truth. I talked about this yesterday. Like, in terms of a line in the sand, right? Like, he says these are terrorists. What's the first thing that comes to your mind? The first thing that comes to my mind is he calls people who oppose his administration terrorists. He says Antifa are terrorists. So why would I not be concerned that it's some why would I think that at some point he wouldn't say, hey, people who are on U.S. soil deserve the same? By the way, you heard the administration say we'll be conducting these strikes on soil very soon. I don't know what soil they're talking about. We can assume he's talking about Venezuela, but we'll see. The point I'm making, though, is that if you don't draw a line in the sand, then what's to stop the president one day from saying, you know what, I want to do this for people who disagree with me? If it's okay to just unalive people, then it's okay to unalive people. If you can just break, if you decide that someone's penalty is harsh enough that it deserves death with no judicial oversight, then what would prevent that from happening here? But there is no line in the sand for them because they just don't care. As long as their guy's holding the whip, they assume they will never be on the other end. They assume As long as their guy's holding the whip, they will never be the person receiving it. And they're sadly mistaken. Sadly mistaken. Rachel, what's going on? It's fucking ridiculous, dude. It really is. And beyond that, we have a guy in charge of all of this. The Department of Homeland Security, operating under the president, of course, who can't stay awake in his own cabinet meetings. Falling asleep. Sound asleep in his own cabinet meeting. What will stop the president? Our laws and Constitution? Please tell me you're joking. Please tell me you're joking. You don't actually believe that, do you? Has the Constitution stopped him so far? Has the Constitution stopped him so far? Please tell me you're joking. If you're still relying on the Constitution under this administration, my God, friend, you're way behind. I support Trump every first of the month when the EBT come in. Can I call then? You can call anytime you want. I don't know what you're talking about, though. Makes you wonder what they successfully threatened a career-long admiral with to lie. That's a really good point, malfunction. Makes you wonder, doesn't it? Makes you wonder what's going on behind the scenes. Because does anyone really believe that story is made up? Does anyone actually believe that story is made up? That Hegseth never said that, didn't give the order, wasn't even in the vicinity? I don't think so. I don't believe it. But, I mean, this is what they do. They lie. This is what they do. They lie. We got some crybabies in the chat. This person, 317 Patty. This Karen in the chat is crying. Hey, Patrick, you look like you're pretty close to the mantle. Stop wasting your time in my live stream crying because you love Trump. He wouldn't let you sleep on his fucking doormat. Look at these boomers. They think this is a podcast. Oh, God. I love when crybaby Trump supporters come in. This podcast is a joke. Keep spamming the chat. We love it. We love your crying. It's a live stream, you future mantelpiece. Yeah, I do whatever I want, Lance. I do whatever I want. That's what I do. Whatever the hell I want. Just like you support your president, right? Doing. I love when nothing makes me happier than when MAGA pearl clutches. Nothing makes me happier than when MAGA pearl clutches. They come in the chat and talk shit, and then I'll talk shit back to them, and they'll be like, "Did you just say that? Oh my God, did you just say that? That's so uncalled for." The pearl clutching is my favorite. I love the pearl clutching. The pearl clutching is my absolute favorite, that thing that MAGA does. 317 Patty, you're almost near the mantle. Why are you still in here if you hate it so much? You're almost near the mantle. Stop wasting your time. Look, guys, look, they're in here. They're crying so hard, everybody. Don't you love how much I upset them? Don't you love how much I upset them that they have to type in the chat? I love every second of it. You're helping me. You're literally helping me and you don't even realize it. Yeah, that's the case for a lot of people, Balti. I know plenty of conservatives that can't stand Trump. Because Trump's not a conservative. He's a fake-ass fascist. He's a fake-ass fascist. That's what he is. He's not even a conservative. Yeah, I'm laughing my ass off. Tony, you're in here again crying? You're in here again? That's the third day in a row you've been in here crying, Tony. You're offended by that. You must be close to the mantle. You don't debate. You are. I love when they start typing and they don't finish. You are. You are. Look how triggered they are, guys. Don't you love what does that, do you love anything more than a triggered MAGA supporter? God, I love it. I love it so much. There's nothing better than a triggered MAGA supporter. If you are a triggered MAGA supporter, you can call in 908-652-3703. Stop spamming in the chat. Why do you care how many genders there are? Sean, you don't know what a debate is. You have no idea what you're talking about, okay? You don't know the 3 branches of government. So, stick to something else. Something easier. Politics is not for you. Sean Rainey. Politics is not for you. Look at how many Trump supporters are triggered right now. But they don't have the courage to call in, do they? They don't have the courage to call in. They're so ashamed of their vote. They don't want to admit it out loud. If you want Israel to be stopped, then I would definitely stop voting for Republicans. Didn't you say you were a Trump supporter? We need more Mom Donnies and less Donald Trumps. Can I simplify it anymore? Judy, thank you so much, Judy. I love Triggered MAGA, too. It's my favorite. You know what else is funny? MAGA will run around and support Donald Trump, calling women reporters piggy. They'll laugh about him making fun of disabled people. They'll laugh about all this stuff. And if I say, like, hey, don't worry about it, you're close to the mantle anyway, you don't have to worry, they clutch their pearls. How dare you say that? That's so wrong. It's the funniest shit. From
Sean Rainey.
Hey, Sean Rainey, are you so triggered that you can't type in the chat anymore, you little fucking crybaby?
How many genders are there? Let's see if you participate in reality. How many genders are there?
How many branches of government are there?
Answer my question, I'll answer yours.
I'll answer yours if you answer mine.
See, you're
he doesn't
joke, man.
know. He doesn't know.
Oh,
he doesn't know. Oh my God. Guy, listen. Regardless of how many genders there are, the fact that you don't know the 3 branches of government is abysmal. It's abysmal. Do you understand? Like, it's embarrassing, bro. I muted him in the chat. That's why he called in. He didn't know the three branches of government. Oh, God. Oh, God, man. Oh, God. He didn't even know how many branches. I didn't even ask him what they were. I think at first I just asked him how many. It took MAGA 10 years to figure out I know. Good luck with your gay podcast, buddy. Dude, they're so triggered. L. Sean in the chat. Okay, so Queen Lear is your answer to just not vote then? Like, do you understand, like, there's a process? There's a process. And I don't really find you to be on the left because you used a slur that got muted here. You literally used a slur. You used the R slur. I look back at your channel activity and you use the R slur. So.
Call from
Joey Franklin.
Joey Franklin, are you a Trump supporter?
I was just wondering why you.
Are you a Trump supporter or not? Are you a Trump supporter or not? Don't come up here and start yapping. This isn't your platform to come up and say whatever you want. Answer my question. Are you a Trump supporter and why? Not interested in your little whatever you're saying. Answer the question and keep your mouth shut. So, have you read the Constitution? Yes, I have. Would you like to call in and have a conversation about the Constitution, Edwin? This must be your first time watching, Edwin.
call from
Joey Franklin.
Hi, Joey Franklin. Are you going to answer the question?
No, I'm not a.
Then shut up and don't call back. We're not interested in your little story time. You call in and answer the question. Period. Joey Franklin thinks he's going to call in and just say whatever he wants. No, call in, say, I support Trump or I don't support Trump, and why. That's it. We're not interested in anything else you have to say, Joey Franklin. Hey, it's Franklin. No, I don't want to play. Stop calling my fucking phone. Look at this comment, guys. I'm a Trump supporter and I don't give an F what anyone has to say about President Trump. He's the best president ever. You would put Donald Trump above FDR? You would put Donald Trump above FDR? Holy shit. Best president ever means one thing. You need a history lesson. Bad. You have to set boundaries with these idiots, otherwise they'll come up to preach just because you get more viewers than they. Of course, that's what they do. That's exactly why you have to set those boundaries. You can't let them just come up and do whatever they want. Bro literally put Donald Trump above FDR. Holy shit. You need a history lesson bad. Like really fucking bad. Yes, are you a Trump? Yes.
Stephen.
Hi, Stephen. Are you a Trump supporter?
Hi, Stephen. Are you a Trump supporter?
No.
Stephen, we have an echo, bro.
Stephen, we have an...
Sorry, we have some kind of echo there,
call
Stephen.
from
It's Trey.
Trey, are you a Trump supporter?
In the middle, but I lean more.
Stephen, you have an echo. You can call back. I think your name was Stephen. You can call back, bro. Sorry, I'll put you through if you
Can
can
you hear me
fix
now?
your phone line. Yeah, not you. I was talking to the previous guest. So can you tell me really quick why you support Donald Trump? Let's talk about the vessels, right? Let's talk about the vessels. Let's start there. That's the biggest topic. What do you?
All right.
what do
Well, I'm first of all, I'm going to tell you, I'm a union member. I'm a member of the IBEW. I'm a licensed electrician. I'm 30.
I'm a lineman. I
That's
have
okay.
been in the
That's
field.
not relevant.
I am also a fiber splicer. I just want to point out.
We don't. No offense. No offense, but I really want to talk about politics, not your. I'm not. Did I ask for your biography?
Okay. Well, I just want to point out illegal immigration is anti-union policy. I would just like to point that out because that does suppress my wages.
Anti-union policy?
Yes, sir. Actually, yes. We know for a fact that illegal immigration suppresses my wages because we create competition in the field.
No, it doesn't.
How does it not?
Because undocumented immigrants compete and work in sectors that, number one, don't require skill or education often, and there are an abundance of those positions available. Food service, agriculture, construction. They are not taking your jobs. There is an age. Tell me what specific job.
Sir, I didn't say they were taking my jobs. I said they were suppressing our wages.
Yeah, that's not true either.
Difference.
It's actually the opposite.
No, actually, hey, hold up, sir. Actually, it is because I actually have evidence.
All right,
I have Mexican immigrant coworkers who are.
Can I see a study?
Sir?
What study?
I'm just saying. We have Hondurans actually doing cheaper wages, doing residential electrical work, and they're not even licensed. So they didn't have to pay taxes on their license for like I had to. They don't pay union wages. I'm telling you, we've talked about this because we're still barely breaking even doing remodel houses.
This is an anecdote.
Saying it's not happening when it's happened. It's happening to me. We're being Hondurans who don't even have electrical license.
Okay, how do you know that?
They're doing residential work, which could burn down houses.
How do you know that?
I'm just saying. I'm a big provider
can I ask
of
you
fire
a question,
safety.
or are you just going to ramble the whole time? Thanks. So how do you know their documentation status? Can you explain?
Because my Mexican coworkers know it because they talk to them in Spanish. And again, they're the ones who relay the information to me.
So
they
you're
don't
getting
speak illegal English
third-party
and
information.
they're here illegally.
So what's happening is someone else
from the guys
is
I work with in the field on these jobs.
So what you're telling me is someone else is telling you their documentation status and where they're from.
Yeah, because they talk. But dude, you've never been on a job site.
What I'm telling you
Latin
is it's
speakers,
an anecdote.
they're all friends. They all talk.
Okay, what I'm telling you is it's
but it happens.
Okay, it's an anecdote.
I understand it's an anecdote, but I'm saying
guy, not an anecdote. An anecdote. It's anecdotal. Do you know what anecdotal means?
Excuse me, I apologize. Educate me, please.
Oh my God. It means your personal experience. It's not relevant in a conversation about whether or not undocumented immigrants drive down wages.
Oh, thank you for educating me. Now, but yes, it is. Yes, you could say it is a personal experience, but it is happening to us.
You can tell me that. I can't verify that it's true. What I know is there are very small in the way of negative effects on wages in terms of driving down wages.
Hold on, and that's the issue we blue-collar workers have with Democrats right now is y'all keep telling us we need documentation to prove that it's happening. We're telling you that it's happening, and y'all are telling us we can't believe you. I've been doing this since I was almost 14 years old with my dad.
I can tell you that.
I'm just letting you know. That's why y'all are losing the blue-collar workers because you refuse to acknowledge that we are suffering out here.
We're not losing the blue-collar
Yes, you are. Yes, sir, you are.
No,
yes, sir, you are.
You can.
Sir,
what is this based off of?
The union
Can
president,
I finish speaking?
These old men.
You're talking about what the Teamsters president didn't endorse someone? Yeah, or is a Trump supporter? That has
no. Hold on. Teamsters. See, look, yeah, they're the biggest one. I'm talking about the IBEW, the TWA, the Carpenters, local Carpenters
without being
union?
interrupted?
I apologize.
You're just rambling. So that's why I asked you for a source, right? Because what we've actually seen through data is mass deportation of undocumented workers actually is what drives down wages because it shrinks overall production. It's the opposite of what you're saying. The opposite.
So,
now, if they're
again,
operating,
how does
hold
this
on,
work
let me
for the
finish
blue-collar
speaking,
field workers?
please. If they're operating illegally without licensure, then you need to report them. Have you reported them? Or why are you on here with me complaining?
Complaining. You wanted us to call. Look, I was just on my break and I was just looking through it and I was like, oh, this is a phone number.
Why haven't you reported them?
Well, first of all, because I'm a white boy from the hood and we're told not to snitch.
You're full of shit. So you're telling me
You don't snitch in Memphis.
You're telling
we don't
me.
snitch in
Hold on.
Memphis.
You're telling me you're being
Sir,
so.
I'm
Can
from
I
Memphis,
finish
Tennessee.
talking without being interrupted?
You don't snitch out here.
Can I finish talking without being interrupted? You're telling me you're being so undercut that it's ruining your job. It's ruining your business, right? And it's a result of undocumented, unlicensed workers who are undercutting your business, and you haven't reported them for not having licenses? You're a fucking liar.
Who do I report them to? Hold on. Who
Wait.
do I report them to? The
You're an
code
electrician.
enforcement?
You're an electrician. Didn't you say you're an electrician?
Yes, sir, I am.
And you don't know who to
Yes,
report
sir, I am.
that to?
Hold on. But there is, so you can report other electricians and get their license revoked, but although I guess the only people I could call is ICE. Is that who I call?
Wait.
Is that who we call out here?
No. You
Should I
can
call
call
ICE?
and say there's people operating without licensure.
No.
If they're
What you can do is on commercial industrial buildings, yes. On commercial industrial buildings, you're not going to find an illegal out there working at the Ford plant building that. But when it comes to residential work, when it comes to building houses and upkeeping and maintaining houses,
so why don't you call
homeowners
the
generally
licensing?
go with the cheaper price.
So why don't you call the
but this is
Department
how
of
I
Labor?
explain it.
So why don't you call the Department of Labor? You claim to have all this information about
How do you enforce that in this city?
If they're
How do you enforce that into Memphis, Tennessee?
If they're again, you have to stop talking. If they're operating without proper licensure, and by the way, I'm not telling you to report them because I don't even believe your story. I don't think you know if they're undocumented or licensed or not. I don't think you know if they're lawfully present. This is why we don't use anecdotes in a debate. And that's why I asked you for a source that they're driving down wages, which you obviously can't provide. It's always an anecdote. And normally, I'm not done talking. Normally, I don't entertain anecdotes. I just hang up on the person because you don't have any actual documentation. So why don't you call the city? Why don't you call the Department of Labor? Why don't you look this up and figure it out? You're telling me there's no way to verify whether or not someone is licensed through your state's licensing website?
Not on residential.
There's no way to file a complaint. So what about filing a complaint with the licensing board or the Department of Labor? Why haven't you tried that?
Again, just so you know, the southern states are damn near anti. They're not anti-union, but they're not really pro-union. While at the exact same time, the northern unions, the northern states are pro-union, but they're still allowing people to just come in there. So again, how do you win a war where both sides are against you? But the difference is you have one side being more against you. So tell me in your scenario, how you're not a blue collar worker, but if you were in our shoes, how would you handle this situation?
I already explained it.
Side sticking it in your ass.
I already explained it. You're claiming there's some kind of conspiracy against you. I don't know what you're saying, but the point I'm making is if there was a business,
no sir.
If there was
just years of policy.
If there was a business working and they did not have the proper licenses to operate, then I would report that company and say they don't have the proper licenses to operate, which you can do in any state in the country. Right? So I don't know what you're talking about. This is why I don't take anecdotes as proof of anything, typically, because I can't verify anything that you're saying. I'm not saying you're lying. I have no idea if you're lying or not. I just know that overall,
man, I completely understand.
I'm just telling you that economists generally find that undocumented immigrants have very small negative effects on wages of American workers, okay? And little to no effect on workers' wages overall. It's actually the opposite. Like when they're removed, it actually can affect wage. It can lower wages. So that's why I would dismiss any kind of anecdote. If it's true, why have you not looked into reporting them? Why have you not said, okay, I'm going to look into this. I'm going to,
Because, again, the only way to report, hold on. Hello?
Yeah, I'm here. Hello.
Hey, I apologize. Look, I hear what you're saying, but then every few minutes you start going in and out towards the end. That's why I was saying hello. Like right there, you're going in and out.
That's
So
right.
look,
Go
man,
ahead.
I have no way of proving this unless I pull out a phone and just start filming. And again, you're not taking my word for it. Again, nothing against you. I understand your rational mind wanting documented and photo evidence. But again, over here, yes, I can always call. Again, I'm just saying, none of this is being done in commercial industrial as of now, unless you're in talking about Xfinity and subcontractors. Like for telephone companies, they pay contractors, and the contractors pay
Right.
subcontractors.
I'm aware. Yeah.
So there's no way to actually catch them because the same
well, no,
antenna
the
kind.
business. So but let's break this down though. Who ultimately is responsible then at that point? Murph, thank you so much for the $5 super chat, buddy. Appreciate you. Who ultimately is responsible if a contractor is doing that and then hiring a subcontractor that's undocumented? Why?
Well,
that's the fault of
it
the
breaks
business.
down to the corporations versus the unions.
But regardless, it's the fault of the business that's hiring them.
With the
It's not
union,
the
we have Chapter 15.
Okay. Anyway, did you hear what I said? It's the fault of the business that's hiring them.
I heard you. Like I said, you're going in and out. You're going in and out, unfortunately.
There's not
good
data.
Good conversation.
There's not data.
Look, you're right. It ultimately is based on the business. But
there's not data that substantiates that undocumented
but
immigrants.
over here.
Listen to me. There is not evidence, right, that substantiates that undocumented immigrants are driving down the wages of American-born workers. Okay? There isn't. So I don't know if your particular circumstance, you're dealing with something unique or otherwise. Nothing is absolute. But I would highly look into how to report a business for operating without the proper licensure.
I will come back to you in a couple of weeks. I will go to the Carpenter Union Board, grab information of the last 40 years. I'm just saying because even like all the American carpenters have all left the field when it comes to framing houses, specifically because the Latin community does it so much cheaper than them. Again, I will I will come back to you and I will email you everything. I will get evidence from all my unions because I go to all of them. I go to every union meeting and I conversate with the leaders. I talk to every one of them, and I will come back with documentation proving that. Again, I'm not against immigrants at all. I'm not. In fact, I love people. I love traveling the world. But I'm just pointing out that we do have an issue over in our blue collar field that's been going on for like 30, 40 years.
Do you know what would fix that though? Like, let's just pretend it's a reality.
Union strength?
No, mass amnesty. Mass amnesty would fix the problem.
But the thing about it is, hold on. But we've done that. We've done that what 3 times now. We might as well just tell everybody to become U.S. citizens, and we dubbed everyone U.S. Look, I have a different prospect on. I've been saying this for years. I would like Canada to become multiple states. I would like Mexico to become a state. I would like Central and South America to become states in our republic. I almost said confederation. We're not a confederation. We're a republic of states. And I would prefer it like that. I have no problem. But in fact, I would love to go down to Brazil and upgrade their electrical infrastructure. If you ever seen it, it's an absolute nightmare. Like people die in electrical fires all over the world. Well, actually, not much here and in Europe, except for, like I said, these older houses. That shit happens all the time over there. But I'm just saying, I have no problem with it. No. But you have a whole government that aren't aligned with what we want as a country, but you're completely okay with allowing those massive voter blocks to be able to come here and vote as well. Again, it's like I talked to my Mexican friends.
Oh, there it
they
is.
Want to be here,
wait a second.
But they don't want Mexico
wait
to
a
be
second.
with us.
What'd you just say? They're voting. Why would you care about how they vote? What's wrong with the?
Okay, so because voting also indicates on where money's allocated. And who is taxed.
Undocumented immigrants. You understand they're not voting right now, right?
I understand that. First of all, we don't know who's really voting in certain states. It's not every state, but we don't know who's voting in every state.
Don't do that. No, they're not.
Again, hold up. Again, I acknowledge they're not voting on a massive grand scale.
No, they're not voting
at all. We do understand what...
They're not voting enough to affect an election. Let's just say that. They're not voting on a scale that's
What just happened in Minneapolis, Minnesota, we acknowledge that Somalians are a massive voting bloc over in Minnesota. Again, That's
Can
fine.
you
That's how that
provide
shit goes.
data that undocumented immigrants? Again, you're not going to provide me data, so there's no point in asking. He's going to give me some.
I apologize. Look. You're talking to a guy. I'm sitting in a van on my break right now. I'm on my lunch break, just chilling.
I'm just telling you it's not a reality, right? So it's, again, because once you start talking about voting, then we're getting into we're getting into great replacement theory type conversation.
Oh no, see.
Well, that's what
I
you're
don't really
doing.
give a shit about that.
But you're doing that.
No,
Whether you're
man.
doing it deliberately or not, you're indirectly pushing that theory when you talk about voting. So, and that's,
Dude, my kids, my wife's black and my kids mixed. I don't really give a shit about race.
okay. Well, tokenizing doesn't.
But I'm
help
just saying,
either.
I would rather my son incorporate conservative values. And like I told my son, go bang an Asian chick. Man, that kid would be your kid would be cute.
What?
I'm just saying.
Listen,
But
have a good day.
I would prefer.
Have a good day.
Have a good day, man.
All right. Jesus, this guy. That went somewhere weird. That went somewhere weird. I don't know what that was about. That went somewhere weird. Goodbye. That went somewhere fucking weird. But anyways, the point is, we don't typically use anecdotes in debates. You know, why don't you call in Mike Brinjack?
Call from
Tim.
Tim, are you a Trump supporter?
I am.
Okay, Tim.
I've spoken with you a couple of times. How are you today?
I'm okay, Tim. Why? What do you think about the vessels? Start there.
I'm okay with the vessels.
You're okay with it?
The vessels? Are you talking about the?
Yeah, Trump bombing the vessels.
Terrorists?
Yeah. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, I'm good with that. Double tap, triple tap, whatever you got to do.
Why are you okay with that, Tim? It's against the law, Tim.
Well, no, it's not. President Trump.
Jump scare. Jump scare.
What?
Nothing. Go ahead.
No, he's designated these people narco-terrorists, which he's allowed to do, and then treat them like any terrorists, ISIS, whoever.
You're walking right into the point for me, Tim.
Thousands.
Tim, you're walking right into the point for me. He also declared
I'll walk
Antifa.
straight into there.
He also declared Antifa a terrorist organization. So if we don't draw a line in the sand, right, and advocate for judicial oversight, what's to stop the president from deciding Antifa deserves the same result?
Is Antifa killing people?
According to Trump supporters, they are. According to the administration, they are. Yeah, the administration says they are.
Who'd they kill?
That ICE facility shooting, they blame Antifa for. They just tied another one to Antifa. The Department of Justice claimed it was Antifa. But no, are they really killing people? No, because Antifa. Hold on, let me finish, Tim.
Millions of people?
Tim,
okay,
Antifa is an ideology, is the point I'm making. Donald Trump just considering something a terrorist organization shouldn't automatically justify their death, is the point I'm making here. Leech Kyle, thank you so much for the $10 super chat, buddy. I hope you stream tomorrow afternoon so I have some company on my $10 super chat, buddy. Appreciate you. So just because the point I'm making is that that's an example of Donald Trump claiming something's a terrorist organization and it shouldn't justify their death, right? So claiming that because Donald Trump's decided they're narco-terrorists shouldn't justify their death. What proof do we have that they're engaging in this particular category of crime?
I think the comparison is kind of foolish, but yeah, I'm okay with Trump definitely taking them out.
Why?
And the Democrats, they let all these illegal immigrants into our country, and they put them in the states. It's to build the electoral vote up. It's so they can get more representation. They're trying to steal elections every election.
That's not true, Tim, but you're pivoting.
Everybody's aware of this.
That's good. No, they're not,
Except
Tim.
for
Can you provide some kind of data?
Either you know that's what they're doing, or you're not aware of it. Either way,
I know you're lying.
Scary, dude. You're very scary.
Listen, again, if I
You
thought
don't
it was
know that's what they're doing?
I know that's not what they're doing.
How old are you?
I absolutely know that's not what they're doing. It doesn't matter. I'm an adult.
How old are you?
It doesn't matter. I'm an adult. And I've been doing this.
That's exactly what they're doing.
No, it's not, Tim. Do you have any data to substantiate your claim, Tim?
Are you an adult where your brain is fully developed?
Hence why I'm asking you for data, simpleton.
Common sense?
Hence why I'm asking you for data, you crumb.
Obviously, you don't have common sense.
Hence why I'm asking you for data, pigeon.
Common truth?
Provide data. You know what
do you
data
have common
is?
Sense?
No,
Why
common
do you think
sense
they let
is not
15
data.
million illegal.
Your
they
feelings.
Let 15 million illegal immigrants have been allowed into this country under the Biden administration. Why do you think they allowed that to happen?
I don't think they allowed anything to happen. Right? It happened. I don't think you can provide me a single. I don't think you can provide me a single.
Cognitive dissonance.
Yes, it's me, but yet you can't provide me any data to substantiate your claim because it's just about your feelings, right?
Data. I need the
your
data.
Feelings. Your feelings told
data.
you that, didn't it? You
data.
pigeon.
You have all kinds of time every day. You can look all this up. Wages,
yeah, I can. Where's the data?
Yeah,
what's
are
provide me
lowered.
something to wait, hold on. I do, right? Cuz I live and breathe politics. I'm asking you for data to substantiate what you're saying.
Let me give you
and
some
you're
data.
telling me your feelings.
Here we go. Illegal immigration and the US labor market. Prepared testimony of Stephen Director of Research Center for Immigration Studies.
Okay, so
Google it,
testimony.
Read it, it'll
no, I'm not
going to
read anything. I want you.
What?
Data. So
now you could look
did
up
you just use the testimony of someone in front of
illegal immigrants bring down wages?
No, that's not true. It's just not true.
You asked for data, young man.
That's not
data.
That's testimony.
Read
that's
it.
not data.
You didn't even
This guy
read
doesn't
it.
even know what data is.
No, the data is.
So tell me what the data is. Tell me what it is.
The data is in that article there.
Have you read it?
What do you want to know?
Have
what
you
do you
read
know?
it?
Yes.
Okay, so tell me what it says.
I have. There is clear evidence that immigration reduces the wages and employment of some U.S. foreign workers.
He's just going to keep repeating the same thing over and over
the impact
again.
of illegal immigration, and particularly, is difficult.
Nope.
However, it should be pointed out that wages can also result in higher profits for them employers. That's why the employers don't do anything. They make more profit. Come on, the Democrats used to be for this, man.
210 Rain Christopher, thank you for the $20 super
for the
chat.
Constituents. That's why they've lost the elections. They've lost the elections because they've lost the union laborer.
210 Rain
the last
Christopher.
caller told you.
210 Rain. Can you shut up for a second? Shut up for a second.
I can. Go for it.
210 Rain Christopher, thank you so much for the $19.99. Common sense as an argument in a debate. Yeah, well, listen, we're not talking to an intellectual here. Right? We're not talking to an intellect.
Yeah, that's a good
argument. We're talking
argument.
to a shoe, right? They were talking to a shoe that can't substantiate his claim, so he just keeps saying common sense. It's the same old ridiculous bullshit. Listen, why don't we grant them? I
just gave you an article.
You said they were trying to steal the elections. You said they were trying to steal.
Yourself, young man.
No, you can't
lazy.
provide
you
the data.
You don't want to read the data because it goes against what you believe. That's why I don't believe it. It's not data. Come on, man. Wake up.
Unhinged.
You're young.
You're an
Don't
unhinged.
be so stupid,
You're
dude.
an unhinged little muppet, aren't you?
No, you are
You're
stupid.
an unhinged little muppet, aren't you?
Stupid is as stupid does.
Listen, I know asking
and you
for
are
data.
Stupid,
I know.
man.
Listen,
Just
asking
stupid.
for data makes me stupid. I know.
Asking for data, yeah. I did.
Fucking guy's unhinged. Sorry for asking for data. I won't ever do it again. I apologize. They're stealing the elections. It's great replacement theory. That's what that is, folks. It's great replacement theory. That fucking guy is crazy, dude. But yeah, sorry. No, Martin. I don't know what you mean by that, Martin. Sorry.
Call from
My name is Eric Matthews.
Martin, sorry, I'm a little confused by your message, Martin. But no, I wasn't in the service. Ego, thank you so much. The pro-life crowd is okay with murdering. Yeah, well, listen, they're not the party of law and order anymore. That's dead once they voted for the felon. Okay? Thank
What are you
Ego.
talking about?
Nothing. Somebody just said Republicans, something about Republicans being the party of law and order. And so I said they're not the party of law and order anymore because they voted for a convicted felon. Don't you agree?
No, I don't agree.
Is Trump a convicted felon?
Trump is a great president. He means no harm to anyone.
It's not what I asked
Let's
you.
get
Is
that
Trump
straight.
a convicted felon?
He is not a convicted felon. That's
Yes,
fake
he is.
news. It's not true.
Guy,
No,
are
he
you on here tax stupid, or you want to have a serious conversation?
I'm having a serious conversation. Don't call me stupid.
Wow, you're so funny. Is there someone in the corner laughing? Ha!
Right.
Hilarious. We're all dying of laughter. We're all dying of laughter. Jesus. No, you guys, no, Martin, if you can find me on TikTok under the same name, Martin. Hey, are you a Trump supporter?
call from
David.
David, are you a Trump supporter?
Yes, I am.
Okay, and what do you think about bombing these vessels? Do you think that this is something we should condemn Trump and Hegseth and the Admiral for?
No, not really. No, not really, because if it's the law of the land, man. If you're planning to go to any other country with drugs, it's going to happen to you anyway. So
How do you know they're engaging in drug trafficking?
How do you know that the stealth bomber was being built in the 1990s? You didn't know that. I lived in Alamogordo in the 1990s, and
it's a false equivalency.
The news would say, "Where's $10 billion? Where's $10 billion airplanes you can't see?" For 10 years, they've been working on the stealth bomber program.
Guy, what
in
are you talking? Excuse me.
Appeared,
enough of your rambling. Enough of your rambling. What are you talking about? The stealth bomber.
Go ahead.
I'm asking you, what's your
I'm
proof
talking
there?
about things that you don't know. I'm talking about things that you don't know. The United States government does things behind the scenes that you have no idea.
So let me explain something to you. I guess I'll lay it out for you.
Reconnaissance is being happened in another country.
All right, I'll lay it out for you in a way.
Lay it out.
Stop talking. I'll lay it out for you in a way you can understand.
Go ahead.
During the global war on terror. Shut up.
Go ahead.
During the global war on terror.
Talk.
Stop talking.
You're not talking.
Clown. During the global war on terror, we invaded Iraq.
Bro. You're trying to read.
Stop talking, guy. I'm not trying to read. I debate these things every day. You're a clown. Shut up. During the global war on terror, we invaded Iraq. Okay? Under the claim that they were in possession of weapons of mass destruction, okay, and connections to 9/11. Okay? None of those things were true. But our government told us they had intelligence that these things were true. And that caused the death of over a million Iraqi civilians.
Show me the proof. Show me the evidence that they didn't find anything. That's what you say.
Wait.
I'm telling you what I saw with my own eyes in 1990 because I lived there.
Are you telling me
I lived there. I saw.
Are you telling me Iraq had weapons of mass destruction?
You're telling me that. You told me that.
They didn't have weapons of mass destruction. Everyone knows it was a lie now.
Hey, but let me ask you a question.
Aren't you a Trump? You're a Trump supporter,
If there
right?
were fetuses on the boat, you wouldn't mind that. If there were fetuses on the boat, you wouldn't mind. You wouldn't mind if there were fetuses on the boat, but if there's illegal drugs, you would mind.
Is this? Are you this dumb? Like, are you actually this simple?
And then, let me ask you a simple
Sheffy,
question.
Thank you so much, Sheffy.
Because you're talking about the migrants and wages, right?
Okay, so
let me ask you a question.
No, I want you to shut up, actually. I want you to shut up. Everything you just said is idiotic. Some of the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life.
Because you're embarrassed, bro.
I'm embarrassed for you.
What was dumb
You're
that I said? Tell me what was dumb that I said, that you have no knowledge.
You claimed we should
trust. You have
trust.
no knowledge of what's happening.
Wait. So should we demand our government provide judicial oversight so we can be presented the proof instead of allowing them to kill people?
No, that's what you're saying. You're saying.
I'm sorry. You're not smart enough to have the conversation. There are people that just can't have conversations, and you're one of them. Have a good day. You're one of them, bro. Sorry. There's just people who just can't have the conversation. Again, the point I'm making is that our government has told us in the past that things were true that weren't true. Right? That's what our government does.
Call from
David.
No, you're not calling back, David. We're not taking your call anymore, David. You're not smart enough to have the conversation. You're not smart enough to have the... Literally, I hate to say it, you're just literally not smart enough. Once we're in a debate and you try to get me to prove negatives and you say... I literally told this guy, provided you know they're engaging in narco trafficking, why would you justify the death of innocent people with no proof that they're engaging in this particular category of crime? And he goes, were you around when the stealth bomber was being built? Yeah, you're just not smart enough. Sorry. Mary, thank you so much, Mary. Appreciate you, Mary. Thank you so much, Mary. My God. I'm sorry. This is just... Some of these people this morning, I tell you. Guys, can someone find the dumbest comment in the last 20 messages? There's a really dumb one. Let's see if you can find it. There's a couple really bad ones in there. Yes, are you a Trump supporter? Yeah, are you a Trump supporter?
No, I'm not.
Okay, well.
I just wanted to say I stumbled on your little website here. Are you there?
I am.
Okay, I just wanted to say I just stumbled across your site, and I'm going to watch it. So talking to Trump supporters is like talking to a brick wall. Only a brick wall is smarter. And I tell you, I have argued this, and I don't talk about this shit. Can I cuss on here? Is that possible?
Yeah.
Or I'll keep this off. I'll keep this as minimal as possible. But, man, dude, me and my best friend, I'm 45. My friend's 47. Well, we've been friends since, 12. And, dude, my dad, my mom's gone, and my dad and I we both were staunch Republicans, very hardcore Republicans, so right down the center. I don't know what's happening to the people of this country, and I'll tell you, it's very upsetting to me. Like I said, I'll make this as short as possible, and then I'll get off because evidently you want to get some Trump supporters on here. Let's have a conversation. Try to have a conversation with Trump people. Like I said, it's like banging your head against a freaking brick wall. It never freaking works. And I stopped doing it at work, man. It's so frustrating because you'll tell them, hey, well, what about the three branches of government? Well, what about the third term that Trump has, baited us and switched us on, so many damn times? What about all this other crap? Well, no, we could do away with all the judges, since you're not backing up Trump. We could do away with the executive, legislative. Not executive, but legislative and judicial branches of government because they're not following Trump's orders. The DOJ is right in his pocket. Everybody's right in his pocket. He just named a peace organization after he put his damn name on a building the other day. What do you want? What do Trump fans want? Do you want him to declare martial law on the whole entire the United States before they actually wake up and remember that, hey, we used to actually have a good country? But I'm going to watch
let me tell you
the first episode, the first thing.
Thanks,
yeah,
man.
sure.
So
go
let
ahead.
me tell you.
You can interrupt me anytime.
They are essentially okay as the other end of that beating, right? And it's unfortunate because when it's too late, it's too late, right? They refuse to draw a line in the sand. It doesn't matter what it is. I was debating the Epstein stuff with them the other day, trying to lay down some evidence that supports articles of impeachment in terms of the concerted effort to conceal that information from the public. And they will twist themselves into a pretzel to make him look like he's innocent of everything. And by the way, I want to talk about something once this caller hangs up about Marjorie Taylor Greene. But thank you for calling in. I appreciate it, dude.
Not to re-interrupt you, but what's Michael Wolff's take on it? He saw pictures of Trump with topless, nude, underage women.
Yeah,
he saw pictures. He ain't going to release those files. He's going to do everything in his power. What about the 1,000 or so FBI agents that sit there and was tasked with taking his name out of the stupid files?
Yeah.
I mean, he's guilty as hell. I mean, just by his actions, not by any evidence.
Agreed. That's what I was trying to lay out for them.
I mean, that ought to know. Hey, man, I'm a.
Thanks, man. Thanks for calling in. I appreciate it. Take care.
Oh, it's sad. Hey, yeah, I'm going to watch you. Yeah, thank you,
buddy,
man. Thank you. Have a good day.
Appreciate it. So when it comes to the everything he said is true about the stuff with the Epstein files, but I wanted to say one thing. Furthermore, Marjorie Taylor Greene did an interview. I think it was yesterday or the day before. Was it Sunday? I think it's coming out. I don't know. I saw the clip. I don't know if it was last week or it's coming out this week. And she talked about Donald Trump's reaction when he was trying to convince her not to sign on to the discharge petition, for the Epstein Transparency Act. And the interviewer asked her, I don't know if this is a 60 Minutes interview. I honestly can't recall. Let me play it. Actually, I have it. Let me play it. Let me just play it. That'll be the best thing to do. And then react to it that way. Did I save it here?
We did talk about the Epstein files, and he was extremely angry at me that I had signed the discharge petition to release the files. I fully believe that those women deserve everything they're asking. They're asking for all of it to come out. They deserve it. And he was furious with me.
What did he say?
He said that it was going to hurt people. We did talk about the Epstein.
He was extremely angry when he realized he could not convince Marjorie Taylor Greene not to sign on to the discharge petition. And when she asked why, he said it's going to hurt a lot of people, including himself. With something that guy said that I wanted to say before that I've laid out, without even knowing what's in the file specifically, I can provide enough evidence to support articles of impeachment. Whatever's in the files is beyond what he previously disclosed publicly, and he should be impeached for the concerted effort to conceal it. Guys, look at this guy. Says, who cares about the Epstein files? John Fitzpatrick says, who cares about the Epstein files? Guys, give me one quick second. 1 quick second. I want to put this light over on the other side. Hold on. Can't get this damn thing to this other light to move over, but we'll see. All right, so that's the point I'm making anyway. Trump supporters don't care about the Epstein files. They could not care less. Hey, thank you for the 100 jewels, Tara. Appreciate it. Guys, I would appreciate contributing to the gifting goal, hitting the thumbs up button. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you guys hit the bell. Make sure you guys hit the bell. Man, you already told on yourself there, buddy. Guys, look, John retracted the message. John Fitzpatrick retracted his message. What's the matter, dude? What's the matter, dude? Why'd you retract your message?
Call from.
My name.
You don't think Donald Trump's responsible for hiding the
I'm
Epstein
sorry.
files?
Hello?
Yes. Are you a Trump supporter?
Wait, hold on. Oh, yeah, I am.
Hold on.
My
One.
name Austin. I'm calling out of Alexandria, Louisiana.
Okay. And
Hello?
yeah, what's your thoughts on what I was just saying?
Sir, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Hold on. Put you on speaker. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right. What are we debating again?
We're debating a bunch
Yeah.
of different files just recently in the last 10
All right.
minutes.
Well, let's go to the Venezuela strikes. I think it's justified.
Okay. Why?
All right. Well, let's talk about the kinetic strikes on Venezuela.
Okay, dude, you're going to have to call me back because we're having some kind of lag.
So I think first.
We're having some kind of lag with the voice over IP. I want to talk to you, but for some reason we're having some kind of issue with the Google Voice thing right now. So I'm not sure why. Try and call back right now, dude. Try and call back right now. Let's see if we can.
Call from.
All right, let's see if it's better. Hello? Hello? Okay, that guy's not even there. I don't know. This guy's phone is fucked up or something. I don't even think that's my end. I just don't think you have good service. Yeah, this chat is full of Trump supporters. A bunch of, like, imagine coming in a chat and writing Trump rules. What are you, 5? No, I don't get paid by the DNC. I never have accepted any money from any political organization. I'm usually on TikTok. I just started on YouTube about 2 weeks ago. I started debating on YouTube. Hello.
Call from.
Hey, it's Austin again. I'm calling back.
Yeah, are you there?
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
This guy's got... Hey, are you there? This guy's phone. I have to assume it's this guy because it's not doing that for anyone else. Of course, it does have a little lag sometimes, but we're not struggling with anyone else calling in except this number right now. I just tried to reset it. Try one more time, dude. But if not, your phone's just not capable of calling. It's weird and corny to like a president so much, dude. Let me tell you something. It's the weirdest fucking thing ever, the way these guys worship this guy. But pretty soon, there's going to be, once these Epstein files are released, if we get transparency here, there's going to be a certain label you're going to be able to apply to them. We're going to be able to draw a clear line in the sand. Because I don't like you Democrats and you don't like him. Okay, dude, whatever you say.
Call from.
It's Austin again.
All right, Austin, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here now. Can you hear me?
All right, let's see if we can do this now. Go ahead. The strike's in Venezuela.
All right. So, okay, I have seen what you're talking about. I ain't gonna lie. I do agree with some of the points you're making. I think the Epstein files, all that is important. But back to these strikes. I do think they're justified because they are smuggling cocaine, and this stuff kills people in the thousands, if not tens of thousands, in the United States.
Okay,
I just wanted to know what was your take on that. Do you think they're justified?
So here's why. No, it's not justified. My interpretation of the law and right to life, both international law and U.S. law domestically, is that you can't just kill someone without judicial oversight unless there's an imminent threat. And I don't believe there was an imminent threat, specifically in the circumstance where they conducted a double tap strike. You're going back to strike them again when there's only a couple survivors hanging on to like what's left of a vessel wreck that you already destroyed. Those people are no threat to you. There's no reason to kill them there. I value human life. I don't think
I agree with you. That's an attack on a non-combatant.
Glitter, thank you so much for the $5 super chat.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Another thing, I guess, if the boats can be confirmed to be carrying fentanyl and these are indeed drug smugglers, do you think kinetic action is justifiable?
I think that when you consider like how advanced our military technology is, I think we should consider nonviolent options such as like electromagnetic technology.
So you're saying that if you can confirm that there are indeed drugs on that boat, just send the Coast Guard or
should attempt to arrest them.
Seahawk to go intercept them.
You should attempt to arrest them.
All
if
right.
they resist, then I think lethal force would be acceptable.
All right. You know what? That makes sense. All right. I ain't going to lie. I thought you was going to, tear me up on the show before I could talk. It's good to have actual little talk instead of,
no, I mean,
crazy
look,
and all that.
Here's what it comes down to.
I appreciate your time.
Let me explain the consequences when it comes to this particular thing, okay? This guy doesn't think we have electromagnetic technology. God, you're stupid, RD. You clearly don't know much. But anyway, this guy in chat doesn't realize that's a thing when it is. We can disable vessels from miles away. Miles away. We can disable them entirely.
How you do that? How you do that?
They have it's electromagnetic. They essentially can disable their radar, right? They just make the vessel useless.
Oh, like electronic warfare?
Pretty much, yeah. They can disable their technology on the vessel, so it's non-operational. It's a real thing. So anyway,
I ain't know that.
Yeah, they absolutely do. This guy's a fucking idiot. You should probably Google it before you fucking embarrass yourself anymore, dumbass. But anyway, the point is, right, is that you don't have the ability. You don't have the authority to just decide that someone's, committed an offense and that they deserve to die because that offense is serious, right? Like you that's not how the law works.
Yeah.
Number two, I think it's important to acknowledge that cartels and criminal organizations often use innocent people to traffic in these substances, right? The cartel,
right? I see what they do in Sinaloa and all that.
Exactly. They'll take innocent people, they'll grab their family members, and they'll train, hey, you're going to do exactly what we say, or we're going to unalive your mother, your father, your sister, your brother. We're going to kill your family. And that's why it's there's so many different possibilities that I think just killing them is not the solution here. I think, if truthfully, I think Donald Trump is doing it to give himself justification for an invasion of a country that has the largest available known oil reserve. And I think that's the reason why he's doing that. But regardless, right to life is a thing, and I don't think we should just be killing people. Here's the consequence in the United States, right?
Yeah.
Donald Trump says Antifa is a terrorist organization. What if Donald Trump deserves to die? I know this seems far-fetched.
What?
I know this seems far-fetched, but this is a guy. This is a guy who advocated.
I don't think anybody's a terrorist organization.
Well, Donald Trump does. Donald Trump labeled a political ideology in opposition to the administration a terrorist organization. Can you name me one time in history where a president has conflated political opposition with violent extremism that wasn't fascist?
I'll admit that's the first time. There are a lot of first times in this time.
I'm saying it's not. It's never happened. They're all fascist. Anyone who claims their political opposition is a violent extremist turns out to be a fascist. Trump is, in fact, a fascist.
I don't agree with that entirely, but,
What is fascism?
It's people like Adolf Hitler, Mussolini.
But it's an ideology, though. Like, what is it?
Right. It's a very violent ideology. Leads to a lot of innocent people, political prisoners, and all that.
But what is the ideology?
I think, to me personally, it's when you're opposed to an idea with the extreme force. Like, say I disagree with somebody's thoughts, I'm going to go imprison him, jail him, kill him. One of those.
Okay. So fascism is a political ideology that occurs on the far right side of the political spectrum, typically authoritarian, ultranationalist. But I like to use the 14 tenets to describe whether or not someone is fascist, whether or not they're ultranationalist. Do they have a general disdain for human rights? Do they attack higher education? Right? Do they identify enemies as a unifying cause? Right? These are tenets of fascism. I can go through the 14 with you, but I highly recommend you research them further. Donald Trump is, in fact, a fascist. He meets every single tenet, every characteristic.
How so? He ain't killed nobody yet or jailed anyone.
We're literally talking about him killing someone. What are you talking about?
I mean, like political.
What do you mean?
Like fellow political, let's say, he went and go jail a Democrat that disagreed with him, or a Republican, whatever one. He did that.
He has attempted to do that.
Attempted. That can't be confirmed nor proved.
Doesn't matter. He's attempted to do
the news
just
be
that.
Going crazy with all this misinformation.
He's attempted to do just that, just what you're talking about. Yeah, absolutely. Just because he's not he's been not been
can it
successful.
Be confirmed with voice of mouth or with them documents?
Fascism is an ideology. That's what I'm trying to explain to you.
Yeah, I know. It's an ideology. It's a thought process. I don't think he's a fascist. I think he's a bit radical in some of his beliefs, but not a fascist.
Okay, but you didn't know what fascism was, so how can
you
you
get what
tell
I'm
me?
saying, man?
All right, give me 5 tenets of fascism. Go.
I do know what fascism is.
So
we just have different definitions of it.
No, there is no different definition. Well, give me 5 tenets of fascism if you know what it is.
There's different interpretations of fascism. You interpret it that way. I interpret it a different way.
It's pretty specific.
No, I know your way is different the way I say it. It's the same thing. Mine is just a simpler definition. Yours is a bit more complicated.
Do you want to learn, or do you want to just live the rest of your life pretending that you know things you don't and never learn?
I'm here to learn and see what the opposition party thinks. I'm just curious.
I know, but you're resisting.
I don't hate y'all or nothing.
You're resisting that the traditional definition of fascism is applicable to the president, and I mean, it is, my guy.
I just don't think he's a fascist.
All right, let's
go. I think
go.
he's a few extreme in his views.
Okay, what views is he?
Fascist, though.
What views is he extreme in?
of the immigration. Don't get me wrong. They got some people that shouldn't be here because, they do violent crimes. But, those people got to go. I think they can maybe make a better system for detaining and arresting people that shouldn't be here and not the innocent ones. But I think that's a justifiable cause. System just needs some refinement.
So you think it's justified to do what he's doing with the mass deportation?
No, okay. What I'm trying to say is I get why he's against immigration. Don't get me wrong. There are some people that have no right to be in this country based off what they did previously. I think the system needs to be refined so we could check like, oh, this person ain't did nothing bad. Oh, that person did good. They're just trying to come here to,
How
make
about
a
we
living
do this?
and all that.
How about we do this? Would you like me to prove that he's fascist, or would you like to talk about immigration?
Let's talk about immigration.
Okay. You don't
Pretty
want to
big
go
thing
through
right
the
now.
tenets of fascism and see whether or not they're applicable?
Look, I'll go look it up, all right?
I highly encourage you. Just look up Lawrence W. Britt, 14 Characteristics of Fascism.
Talk about immigration.
Okay. Because you're going to find out every single one is
all right, I'll do that.
Applies to the president. So what specifically?
All right, I'll keep that in my memory.
Okay, so what specifically do you think is justified about the deportation operation? Because Americans,
Again,
let's start off with the
it's-
fact that you understand undocumented immigrants have constitutional rights, correct?
Right.
Do you understand that?
You said if I understand the Constitution?
Yeah, do you understand that that applies to
Hello?
undocumented? Yes, it applies to undocumented immigrants as well as American citizens.
Yeah.
Especially in the
Legal
case of like due
birthright
process.
and all that. Seeking asylum and all that.
Right. So
Yeah, I agree with due process. Everyone
okay,
deserves it.
so what do you think about the effect that it's had on American citizens? Can you stop crying in the chat, Gerard,
Again.
please? Can you stop crying in the chat? Go ahead.
Again,
Gerard,
I
stop
believe
crying in
that-
the chat, you little weirdo.
Okay. Like I said, I don't think that there are mistakes. ICE is making mistakes. Some of these people don't deserve to get deported. They're innocent people trying to build a life. But I also agree that some of these violent, repeated offenders need to be deported. I think it's just a case where the system is messed up. It's grabbing the wrong people.
But he's not just targeting criminals. He's targeting people who are just
I know
going
that's
to
the
work
problem.
every day.
I'm not saying.
Right. So he's not targeting criminals.
Like I
He's
said,
just
there's a
deporting
flaw
everyone.
in the system.
It's not a
not
flaw.
perfect.
It's not a flaw. It's deliberate. He's deliberately deporting everyone. He is not targeting just criminals. That's a lie.
And where's the proof in that?
Okay, so what percentage of people that have been deported are criminals?
I don't know. You're gonna
Is
have
it
I would have to see a
100%?
graph on that.
Is it
I know
100%?
during down in New Orleans they just arrested some violent felon.
So you do know
Of course
undocumented.
not.
You do well. If it was only criminals, then it's not, right? Only about
know, like I said, there's a mistake.
less than
They're picking up the wrong
30% of
people.
all people who have been deported have a criminal conviction at all. And of those
I
with
know
criminal
that's 30%
convictions,
that needs to go. The
Hold
other
on, hold on,
rest is
excuse
an
me.
accident.
Excuse me. Let's be clear. Less than 30% of all people who have been deported had a criminal conviction. What percentage of those criminal convictions do you think were violent crimes?
I'd say about 15, 20%.
Try 5. Try 5. Because
I would have to
undocumented
see,
immigrants, because
the-
undocumented immigrants don't typically commit large portions of crime. They commit much less crime than American-born citizens per capita.
I know, like misdemeanors, minor stuff.
No, they just typically don't commit much crime. Undocumented immigrants typically avoid law enforcement out of fear of being deported.
Right.
So they won't go near law enforcement.
Right. But still, again, like I'm saying, I'm not saying what he's doing is not wrong.
Well, you
There
just
is
said
a messed up
he's
part where
deporting
he's
criminals.
deporting
Well, you said
way
he was
too many
deporting
people.
criminals, and that's not true. He's
Yeah,
just
what I'm
deporting
saying is-
people.
He is deporting criminals. You should see what ICE put, or
The
DHS,
point is,
whichever
he's
one.
not
These were
targeting
violent offenders.
He's not targeting criminals. Less than 30% of the people
How
who've
do
been
you know
deported.
he's the one targeting? He ain't the one leading the raids. That's the little ICE director or FBI director, whoever one coordinates it.
How old are you?
I'm 25.
So the point I'm making is
Well, why is that a component in this? Does it matter how old I am?
because I don't think you want to. I'm sensing you don't care about the information I'm giving you. All
shit, I think you went out
verifiable,
again.
all verifiable, and all true.
I do care. I'm taking it at face value.
What do you mean?
haven't
I just
cursed you
told
out
you
yet.
that
I haven't called none of your
5% of
points
those
wrong. I'm
people,
trying to
of the
listen.
30%, less than 30% that have had a criminal conviction at all, were convicted of violent felonies. So they're not deporting dangerous people. They're deporting family men and mothers and sisters and brothers and good people who are just trying to go to work
No,
and
okay,
better
man.
their life.
I know. That's what I said. I said there are some people that are getting deported that shouldn't be deported. I don't want those people deported.
Not some.
I have no problem with them coming here for political asylum or refuge, whatever they want.
Yeah, not some, most.
But if they committed a crime, deport them.
Okay, and we already had.
I know.
We
I'm
already had a
saying that's
system
not
in
right.
place. We already had a system in place that was deporting people who committed crimes. So that's nothing new. The point is, the issue we have is that innocent, non-violent people are being arrested.
Right,
that immigrants'
okay.
families being
I'm starting to
destroyed.
get what you're saying.
Shh. Outside of undocumented immigrants are
I think
American.
this
Shut
is a
up.
disagree to agree
Stop
situation. We
talking.
both got different takes. That would be. Holy shit, what's going on?
All right, dude.
Hello,
Have a good
man, can
day.
you hear
Have a good day, man. Your phone is fucked up, and on top of that, you're not listening. So there's that too. Have a good day, bro. I'm trying to get it through to you. You're not listening. So now you're telling me you agree with that. The point I'm making is we have a problem with the people that are being deported that aren't violent offenders. We already had a system in place for violent offenders to be removed from the country. Dear Lord. I agree we have a broken immigration system, but I think it's far more productive to grant mass amnesty to the people that are already here, considering they're net positive on the country. To this guy, Lance, you keep talking a lot of shit in chat, and the thing that's irritating me the most is you don't know how to spell your. What you're looking for is a contraction, Lance, of two words, you are, separated by an apostrophe. I would really, really suspect that I would really advise that you stop talking so much smack and work on the difference between your and your. So you're saying that we shouldn't deport people that are illegally in this country. I'm saying that we should grant mass amnesty. It is far more productive to grant mass amnesty when you consider their contributions. It costs big. It's not. I hope you guys understand. It's not free to do what we're doing here. When you guys see ICE out in your communities arresting innocent people and arresting people and deporting them, understand that's costing your money. That's your taxpayer dollars. Okay? We're talking about billions and billions and billions, if not trillions, of dollars being spent on this deportation operation. No, I'm not okay with it. Yes, I think there are other creative solutions to this problem. And I think granting mass amnesty is the most effective way to deal with it. Let's give them a legal pathway to citizenship. And anyone who's a violent offender, anyone who's committed violent offenses, let's remove them. If you are a violent offender, I have no problem with you being removed. But outside of violent offenders, criminals, I don't think they should be removed. I really don't. I think they should be given an opportunity to have a legal pathway to citizenship. And I think that is the most effective way to deal with this and not cost you money, but actually make you money and make
Call
you a
from
significant amount of money. Nathan, are you a Trump
To
supporter?
accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
Forgot to. Nathan, are you a Trump supporter, Nathan?
No, brother Adam. I don't want to take up too much of your time. I just wanted to let you know that I am a Native American. My tribe is with Hopi, and I just wanted to know, in your opinion, if you absolutely think that the reason why, or one of the reasons why Trump won by a scale landslide, is because he promised some of the immigrants that were already in the United States at that current time, that during his presidency he offered asylum to the to the immigrants that were in our country at that current time, and then once he got their vote, he then gave them the boot.
Are you asking why Trump won? I think there's a million reasons why Trump won. I don't think there's any one specific reason why Donald Trump won. Thank you for calling in, by the way. I appreciate it. I don't think there's any one specific reason why he won. Not another one. Thank you for the $1.99. I appreciate you. Let's be clear. Donald Trump has been saying since before the election that he was going to conduct this mass deportation operation. This should not have been a surprise to anyone. This was a part of Agenda 47. It was part of both editions of Agenda 47. There was statements about targeting people who commit crimes, but this shouldn't be any kind of surprise to anyone. Why aren't people paying attention to the kind of crimes people are committing when they're in your home illegally? So, first of all, they're not in your home. I don't know what you're talking about, but in terms of breaking the law, it's a misdemeanor. You guys voted for a convicted felon. Got it? You voted for a convicted felon. Your standard can't be the law when you voted for a convicted felon. Do you understand the issue here? You voted for a convicted felon, 4-time indicted, civilly liable rapist, civilly liable fraudster. You don't get to say my standard is people must follow the law in the case of a misdemeanor when your guy was convicted of a felony and then was given an unconditional discharge 10 days before the inauguration. You can't have it both ways.
Call from
Dan.
Dan, what's going on? Are you a Trump supporter, and why are you calling on an anonymous number?
Yes, I am a Trump supporter. And what was the other question? My number?
Yeah, I don't know why you're calling from a private number. That makes me suspicious you're going to say something fucked up.
No, I wouldn't say anything bad. I just, I don't know you. You don't know me. So why would I give you my number? That's it.
Because,
common sense.
Because people do that when they're typically going to say, if you're not going to do something stupid, you wouldn't have to worry about it.
No, I wouldn't do that. Well, I don't know you, so sorry. This is the first time I ever saw your show. Sorry.
I don't know you either.
Know how busy you are or not.
Busy,
yeah, I mean, mathematically.
Fucking clown. I don't know you. Sorry. Well, goodbye. Sorry. Little attitude. Take that dude and get out. Yeah, I'm not even going to bother with him. He already had an attitude, so I know where that's going. Whenever they do that, I know it's going somewhere stupid. I think it's the same guy who did that yesterday, too. And I say, don't call an anonymous number, or I'm not going to answer. You know, it's if you're gonna calling on an anonymous number, we know you're going to do something dumb. Larry says you're a dick. And what are you going to do about it, Larry? What are you going to do about it, Larry? Jack shit. Riley?
How you doing?
I'm good. What's up?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hello, hello, hello.
Yes, I can hear you.
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm good. Go ahead.
I wanted to hit up on some of your remarks on immigration.
Go for it.
What exactly do you like about the last 4 years before Trump got in office about immigration?
There's not really anything in particular. I'm not a huge fan of how our immigration system is set up to begin with. I think it's incredibly flawed. But my argument focuses specifically on the immigrants that are already here and the inhumane tactics being used by ICE, using race as a singular reason to investigate and arrest and detain people, the consequences for American citizens and undocumented immigrants constitutionally. It has nothing. I'm not interested in the whataboutism about Biden because I already concede the immigration system's flawed.
No.
I'm trying to address a problem that's happening currently, and that's more or less what it is.
Yeah, you're talking about amnesty, though, a few minutes
Feisty,
ago. You're
thank
talking
you so
about
much for the
general
tadpole,
amnesty.
Yeah,
And
mass amnesty, yeah. Feisty, thank you for becoming a tadpole. Appreciate it.
Yeah. The amnesty issue, when you brought that up, then I have to consider that you either like the massive amounts coming in with Biden. There was a ton came in with Reagan. I'm not even calling this a political divide.
What you're saying is not true. What you just said is incorrect. I don't need to like anything to advocate for mass amnesty. Do you know what mass amnesty is?
No, I'm talking about nipping it in the bud before the issue comes up that we have to give amnesty.
There is no nipping it in the bud. They're already here. You can't nip it in the bud. They're already here.
Right.
If you're talking about correcting the system in the future, sure. But we already have these people here.
Yes.
What do we do about it?
We deport them. It didn't work. Amnesty doesn't work every 10 years. We can't just do that. We can't just throw. We can't just throw people amnesty every 10 years because then you're just going to have mass migration.
Did
every
I say
8 to
we
10
should
years.
throw amnesty every 10 years? Can you tell me real quick, what are the negative consequences of undocumented immigration? Let's start with their contributions, though. How much are they contributing in tax revenue?
Let's start with their contributions, though. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, how much are they contributing in tax revenue?
They don't contribute. They contribute to the financial markets because they use money that they earn here into our market. It's just that doesn't count
talking about
to the fact that one baby
what are you talking
born
about?
Here is $29,000-$30,000.
No, excuse me. Now you've
Having a
already
baby
you've
in
already become
California.
dishonest. You've already become dishonest. So now what you're doing is unfairly.
No, then enlighten
Let
me.
me finish.
Enlighten
I
me.
will enlighten you. What you just did by including the cost of American-born babies, which makes them what? American citizens, to the cost of undocumented immigration, is unfairly inflating the fiscal burden. Why?
Okay.
Because if you're going to include
It's
American,
not, though.
it is though, and I'll explain because I know what I'm talking about. And you
No,
don't.
it's not.
I'm going to explain. When you're
Yeah, I do
calculating,
actually, but I'm letting you.
Actually, you don't. And that's why I'm about to embarrass you. Are you citing? You're probably citing the FAIR study, which I've dismantled in multiple videos and debates throughout the last year. So specifically, right, when calculating the fiscal burden, you can't use the cost of American-born children, right, as the cost of undocumented immigration without including future tax contributions. These are American citizens. You understand? You can't.
It doesn't even touch. It doesn't touch on the problem though. The problem is that we can't afford 39 to 40 babies being born in one hospital that are being subsidized by the U.S. government or by the California government, and that's the issue that we have to deal with now.
There are actually programs being subsidized by undocumented immigrants who are contributing $100 billion in federal, state, and local taxes.
Oh, please.
Are you disputing the Internal Revenue Service? Guy,
$30
you
to
just tried to
$39,000 to have
guy,
a baby here.
You just tried to
100
include
million
the
is
cost
nothing.
of America. You didn't even acknowledge what I said because I just stomped all over your point, and you know it. You literally
I
tried to.
understood what you said.
And
I'm not going to agree.
Dismantled what you just said.
Go ahead.
Because you just claimed the cost of
Did
American
not.
borns.
You
I
spewed off
absolutely
some,
did. How can that be? How
can?
So is it unfairly inflating the fiscal burden if you don't include?
Is this
future,
how you do? You don't.
Shut the fuck up.
Yep, there it is.
I didn't hang up on you. You're still there. Shut your mouth. I'll just prove to you guys why this is unfair, and he's gonna keep yapping.
Just talk to me like a kid until I get all mad, right?
Guys, his argument just got fucking dismantled in seconds because he thought he was going to come with the disingenuous cost of undocumented immigration unfairly inflated by including the cost of American-born children to undocumented immigrants. Do you know why you don't include that? Do you guys know why you don't include that in your calculation?
I don't care. I just I don't like people that
the only
you have
way
no
you'd be able to
solution.
The only way I do. That's why I'm dismantling yours, right? The only
You
way
do not. What you want to do is the problem that we have right now, and you want to show how smart you are about what it'll do in the future.
Yeah.
And if that doesn't work, what then? Do we come back to you and say, "Hey, that didn't work, buddy"?
I can apply that same logic to your argument.
So I'm rolling the dice with.
I can apply that same logic to your argument. What are you talking about? I can apply that same logic to your argument.
No, it was not even an argument for me. I'm not even saying
you literally
it's a Democrat or
So
Republican issue. It's just a human. It's a human issue, and I'm not saying anything but the money that goes to these programs are for American citizens, and if you slam thousands and thousands, which I'm sure you've heard this 100 times before, thousands and thousands of people through that system, it will no longer be a viable system.
So the point is when you're talking about, I'm assuming you're talking about the same thing you were talking about before. Can you acknowledge that undocumented immigrants are largely subsidizing the federal programs that you were referencing previously?
I know what you're saying, and I will agree
Is it
with you
true
that
or
that's
not?
a theory, but that's nothing that I can prove right now.
Okay,
It's a theory. It is
It's
a
not
true
a theory.
theory.
It's not a theory. There's documented evidence, according to the
Sure it
Internal
is.
Revenue Service, that their contributions exceed $100 billion.
Okay, there's never been this many come in a 4-year period. There's never been this many come in a 4-year period at
$100
once.
billion.
So we don't know how this is going to work.
See how he refuses to acknowledge that? The reason he refuses to acknowledge
$100
that
billion
is because if he
You're pulling a number at come on,
I'm
dude.
not, that's the IRS's number. Why don't you look it up right now and you'll see that I'm right? Why don't you look it up?
$100 billion.
Yes. Look it up. I
Enough
dare.
that
I dare you
haven't
to
heard.
Google
Okay,
it.
so go right now. Just me and my phone.
I dare you.
No, I'm not going to Google it. I trust that it probably does say $100 billion somewhere.
Not
that
somewhere.
they can function $100 billion and in tax revenue when they can't even solve a budget problem of $29 trillion. I'm sure there's $100 billion. Yeah, I'm sure, buddy.
It is.
Come on, man.
It is. Why don't
I
you
know
look
you're
it up?
intelligent.
Why don't you look it up? So, guys,
I'm not going to believe you. I believe you. I'll
First,
take it on face value.
guys, I'm looking
But
it up
someone
right
who
here.
makes that
So
statement,
here's the
if
Institution
someone who
on
makes that statement with a
Taxation.
$29 trillion deficit,
Guys, here's the Institution on Taxation and Economic Policy. Right, undocumented immigrants paid approximately $96.7 billion in federal, state, and local taxes in 2022. House.gov study says undocumented immigrants paid almost $100 billion in federal, state, and local taxes revenue, while many are shut down. Institute on Taxation and Economic Policy.
there are too many all around.
I just simply wanted to
There are
debunk the
too
idea
many
that they're
all-around
not
social
subsidizing
programs
those
that
programs.
are not. Okay, then I can't see $100 billion that number coming up when we have a 27 or $29 trillion deficit coming up here. I'm like, how does that fare when every year is another $3 trillion, Democrat or Republican?
I'm still waiting for you to respond.
I don't know.
You have a lag.
I agree with you that it says that. I agree with you that it says that.
So the IRS is lying, then?
I agree.
Is that
I'm
the
hiking,
argument?
I'm sorry.
The Internal Revenue Service is lying about what the contributions
No, I'm saying
are?
I agree. I agree with you. I do not believe. Yeah, I totally don't agree, and I don't think you do either.
Yeah,
if the IRS says something, you don't just go, "Oh yeah, that's it." Oh
In this
come on,
case, I
dude.
do.
This is kind of you're just trolling me.
I'm not trolling. I'm not trolling at all.
I see. I liked your arguments before because you were standing firm on certain things. Yeah, you kind of are because you're saying that if the IRS said something,
it's not just the
they'll
IRS.
pull a number out of their
It's not
ass. It's
just
the government.
I literally just gave you multiple. I literally included it's not just the IRS. Every credible source, American Immigration
Then they don't
Council,
have it handled. In your opinion, the government has it handled. Don't worry about it, guys. That kind of thing.
That's not your try. Why are you
Okay,
straw
then,
manning?
hey, you guys all handle that. You all got it all figured out.
Hey, listen, you can straw man my argument.
I'm
all you
not.
want.
I'm trying to
the
get.
only
Okay, where
reason
does this
you're
go from here?
The reason you're frustrated.
Where does this go
is
from here?
because
Where does it go from here?
From here with mass
No,
amnesty.
I'm actually hiking.
No, you're mad
Listen, okay,
because
I'll
you
stop
tried
here.
to come
Look,
in
listen
with
to me.
a ridiculously
Oh, this is going to be
unfairly-
the end of the call. All right, this is going to be the end of the call, right, bud?
Guy, you're
Here you
not
go.
letting me talk. You gotta
You got to be kidding me.
Do you ever
I
shut
haven't
up?
said anything. I'm trying to get a word in, Edward. Here we go. Here
You're
goes the
trying to
insult.
get a word in.
Come on, man.
Guy, listen. I
Okay,
know
I'll
that
be
you
quiet,
thought
then.
this.
You're better
I
than
know
this,
that
so.
you. I know that you were okay. Can you tell me what is the fiscal burden?
The fiscal burden of what?
Oh my God! What is
The
the
state,
fiscal
the
burden?
county I live in?
I provided you net tax contributions. Now, since
Because
you
you're
don't want to
pulling a
believe,
number out of your
excuse
ass.
me, sir. I didn't
You're
pull
pulling
it
a
out
number
of
out of your
my. I
ass,
didn't
bud.
pull it out of my ass.
You
I
did.
gave
You took.
Are you
a
fucking
number that came
kidding
from
me?
the government
I pulled it out of my
website.
ass. I gave you multiple
100
fucking
billion.
sources. I
So
didn't
then
pull
you have
it
it
out of
figured
my
out,
ass,
buddy.
you fucking
You have it
liar.
figured out.
You're fucking mad because you
haven't
came in
figured
here.
out then,
You
dude.
came in here and you tried to
No, yeah,
unfairly
you didn't prove
inflate the
anything.
fucking fiscal
I actually
burden
thought you
by
were
using
smarter.
the cost
I
of
thought you were smarter than you
American-born
are.
citizens to undocumented immigrants, and you got fucking proven wrong. You thought you were going to
Are you
come in
flustered
and
because
unfairly
you-
inflate the fiscal burden. So give me the fiscal burden. Do it.
That covers all illegal immigration.
Give
there you
me
go,
the
buddy.
fiscal burden so I can address it. What's the
You want
fiscal
the
burden?
answer to what we should do?
Oh my God, you're a clown, bro.
The fiscal
You're a
burden
clown.
is
You're
that
a
our
clown.
national debt keeps going up, and you have no solutions. You just have problems to give everybody. You just have a situation where, here, look at me. I have this number. You guys, I can solve it, or it's already solved until the Republicans get in, and then you go oppo. I've dealt with them my whole life.
Sure, that's great. Good
This
luck
is
with
an
that.
argument that can't be won
Because you don't have any information.
by you, especially.
You have no fucking information, and you got dunked on. You tried to come in and do what they do with the
Yeah,
fair
100
study
billion bucks.
and
No one in
unfairly-
this chat believes
Then
that.
why aren't
You
you
know that, right?
providing me a fiscal burden? If you have such a give me the
Because
fiscal
I
burden.
don't sit there in Google all day long. I have to have common sense.
Google all day long.
You
If
sit there
I'm
and
making
pull a number
an
out
argument,
and
if
sit there and
I'm
suck the
making an
government's
argument
pig.
that they're a net negative, and I'm making an argument that they're draining the economy, then I'm going to have a legitimate fiscal burden. That's why you tried to reference.
No, you're not.
American-
What you're going to do?
This is why
you're just
you
gonna
tried
argue.
to reference.
You don't.
tried
There's
to,
no
guy,
system
you
that
tried
can
to
sustain this.
include.
We can't sustain this,
it's
and you're
the-
saying yes. I
Guy,
can. We can
only
sustain
a
this, guys. We can
disingenuous
sustain
Muppet,
this.
Only a disingenuous person would try and include.
Go ahead, Muppet.
Only a disingenuous
Right.
person would try and include.
Only
the
a
cost of American-
pig-headed narcissist
You
would
can't-
sit there
you
and talk
can't
to somebody
spell
who they
narcissist,
don't
you
even know,
fucking pigeon.
like they're a
You
kid.
can't spell narcissist.
Look
you
at you.
pigeon.
You're.
Shut the fuck up.
Look, I'm not here to
You can't
to
spell
argue with some
narcissist,
chump.
you crumb.
I'm here to argue with a guy who I thought was
You don't know
intelligent.
what the fuck you're talking about, and you,
Oh,
and- yeah, you got fucking dunked on. You cannot. It's goodbye. This guy wants to. So this guy's mad because what he did. In case you guys couldn't hear me, because he was trying to scream over me. He was trying to claim that that American-born children of undocumented immigrants as part of the fiscal burden of undocumented immigrants. Do you know why you can't do that? You can't do that without including future tax contributions. You could claim any child born in the United States is a cost of. They're American citizens. They're going to become American tax-paying workers at some point, which offsets the burden. So you're counting the cost without offsetting the cost with future tax contributions. Do you understand? That's why he's fucking mad. And that's why he's screaming over me and talking over me. Because he wants to get hung up on, because he knows he got caught. It's literally what they do in the FAIR study to unfairly inflate the fiscal burden, which is why I asked him, what is the fiscal burden? What is the fiscal burden? What's the number that you're talking about? But he can't give me that number without American-born children, because that number will be less than proving they're a net positive on the economy. You understand? And that's what they do when they get put in a corner. Yes, Kevin, I can't win debates. You're fucking stupid, Kevin. Shut the fuck up. Trump supporters regularly get fucking dunked on. And that one just did. They're having children in the United States. Oh, you mean American citizens? Are you counting the cost of American citizens to undocumented immigration without including future tax contributions? Oh, I wonder why. I can't tell you how many times I've had people try and do that. That's why it is so important. You ask them what study they're using. I don't even think that guy knows what study he was using. He's not even smart enough to even know what study he's using, right? He probably doesn't. He heard that from someone else. This guy says, how much K have you taken today? What is K? What a weird thing to say. I feel like this is some like old school shit. Like, dude, how old are you? What is K? Are you projecting onto me? Are you projecting onto me? Are you on whatever K is? Tim Pool podcast facts, exactly. Dude, I'm telling you, man. Like, nothing pisses me off more. I heard one caller once justify his sources from Google AI as fact. Dude, I had a guy who used Grok. Did you guys see the debate from the other day with the guy that was using Brain Manager IO? Did you guys see the guy that was using Brain Manager IO? He was trying to claim that Kamala Harris had a low IQ. This guy got destroyed too. Why do they crash out instead of considering what you say? Because they don't want to be proven wrong, Illusion. And when people call in to talk to me, they want to beat me. They don't want to learn from me. They don't believe what I'm saying. So they want to beat me in a debate. They don't want to learn. If they wanted to learn, they'd be listening. Oh, kryptonite. Okay. Yeah, I don't know the terminology, so. But this guy was using a website. So anyways, the point is the source that he was using, he was taking select criticisms that basically what this source is designed for is to determine what the IQ of the person they're talking about is, right? So he takes the select criticisms from Brain Manager IO. And he doesn't include what the conclusion is, which is that she has a high IQ. I think the source literally said that she has like an exceptionally high IQ. So this disingenuous little crumb took all of the stuff that was negative and didn't include all of the positive stuff and the conclusion, which said she has a high IQ. I was like, wow, you're a really dishonest fucking guy, aren't you? And he's like, well, dude, I thought we were having a nice conversation. I'm like, dude, you're dishonest. You're a liar. That's all there is to it. You're dishonest. No, I'm not worried about the caller. The people listening know who was right. You, like I said, you can look it up and see. What happened to these people? Being wrong is how we become correct more often later. Exactly. Like, that guy could take that and go, okay, so now I know in the future I shouldn't, it's very disingenuous for me to use American citizens in a conversation about the fiscal burden of undocumented immigrants. You could tell he knew he was wrong, though, because as soon as I started to say it, he started trying to scream over me. And that's very obvious why. Kamala Harris is pretty damn smart. She worked in all three branches of government, graduated from law school, passed the bar exam. I don't know if you guys know that, but anyone who says Kamala Harris is dumb is usually dumb. Just being completely honest. But Trump took a cognitive test, and it said lamp, the dog, picture. And Trump repeated it. Lamp, dog, picture. Guys, the gifting goal ends in 7 minutes. The gifting goal ends in 7 minutes. If you are interested in contributing to the gifting goal, you have to give me 1 second really quickly here. All right, let me, who's claiming they're blocked? People do that all the time. People always come in and claim they're blocked all the time. Let's see here. All right, I'm turning the phone lines back on. If you're a Trump supporter, you can call in 908-652-3703. Nine zero eight 652-3703 if you support Donald Trump. But I imagine most people don't support him anymore. I mean, how can you support him? Yeah, demeaning their character is actually absolutely what I try about it. If you vote for Trump at this point, you got issues. That's for damn sure. That's for damn sure. We got some crybabies in the chat. Why don't you call in? No one silences opposing views. The only thing we silence is misinformation. Opposing views and misinformation are not the same thing, maggots. Cry more. Bro, you were just fucking Why is a guy was insulting me 5 minutes ago? Levitate, you were just saying I was on K 5 minutes ago. And this is the irony of Trump supporters. This guy was just talking shit to me 5 minutes ago. And now he's in here going, what happens when you demean their character? Will you shut the fuck up, you hypocrite hillbilly? Alicia, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Appreciate you. Nothing makes me laugh more than fucking Trump supporters who come in here and clutch their pearls. You were just insulting me for 15 minutes trolling the live. Now you have an issue with people being insulted? I love the pearl clutch. It's the funniest thing that MAGA does. They will insult you constantly. And then when you do something back, they're like, oh, holy shit. My Lord. It's honestly hilarious. Who the hell is that? I don't even know who that is. Thank you, Jersey Girl Bob. Appreciate you. I like Hakeem Jeffries, though. I mean, he's not my favorite, if I'm being honest with you. Like, yeah. If I'm being honest with you, no. Right opinion, shut up. We don't care what you think. Okay? You're a fucking maggot clown. Be quiet. Clutch your pearls. No one cares. Clutch your pearls. No one cares, MAGA. Clutch your pearls. No one cares. I can't believe he called someone a Muppet. Trump will call women piggy and they'll be like, yeah, it's hilarious, dude. What do you mean? He's just fucking, he's saying what's on his mind. That's why we like him. He tells the truth. That's why we like him. That's why we like him. He tells the truth about y'all. That's what we like about him. Shikari, thank you so much. Happy Lily, thank you so much. And Emily's Blunt, thank you so much. I really appreciate all three of you. Thank you so much. No, I mean, I've never say, look, guys. This is what they do. They'll say, stop calling people Muppets, and they'll come in and say this kind of shit. Like, this is what they do, dude. And then when I am just better at it than them, they'll be like, oh my God, why are you calling us ticks? Because you guys remind me of like walking in a field. You guys remind me of like walking in a field with high grass and you come out and there's like a place with a lot of MAGA people. There's always groypers. Why don't they call in and stop being so afraid? 908-652-3703 if you still support Donald Trump. Oh, yeah, I know. Some people prefer a president who lies about anti-American people. I don't know what that means. Yeah, remember after the pew-pewing attempt on Donald Trump, they all wore maxi pads on their ears? That was the funniest shit ever. Do you guys remember after the assassination attempt, they all wore maxi pads?
George.
Hey, George, what's up? Are you a Trump supporter?
No, he said the Groypers should just call in. I'm probably not the best person to represent that faction. I agree with like 90% of their talking points. I think their stuff on women is abysmal, but other than that,
yeah,
I like their
foreign
policy.
Trolling?
I like their economics.
Are you trolling?
No.
Who did you vote for?
Not trolling. I didn't vote.
So you're a non-participant? Does life have meaning?
Yeah, I think so. I think so. I'm no theologian, but if you say life is meaningless, then like.
But that's what Groypers believe.
Like, I think we all got over the. No, most of them are Catholic though, so they believe that life is, given, like it has value through God.
Where'd you get
like,
that most of them are?
meaningless.
Where'd you get that most of them are Catholic?
Well, Fuentes is Catholic. Have you ever watched his show?
I know who he is. I've heard him speak
He will
before.
be the
I think
first
he's.
person.
I think he's
He'll
ridiculous.
be the first person to. He'll be the first person to say atheism is retarded. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
Yeah, well, you just blew it, my guy. That's typical Groiper. They like to say the R slur. You can't say the R slur. I would have debated you too, but we can't do that, dude. Come on, man. It's 2025. It's 2025. Maggie uses maxi pads. Listen, the maxi pad shit was hilarious. The maxi pad shit's one of the best moments in politics. The fact that they all thought it would be a good idea to wear maxi pads on their ears because of the fake pew pew attempt that nobody fucking believes, by the way. The only people that believe that are the gullible MAGA people. Fuentes is Catholic. I have no idea if he is or not. I couldn't care less, though. But again, I'm not talking to people who use that word. That word is no good. We're not going to use that word. We're just not. But if you're a Trump supporter, call in. Or if you're just on the right or whatever, I want to hear your take. Guys, I played this earlier. If you guys haven't heard this yet, I want you guys to hear this. This was Marjorie Taylor Greene on 60 Minutes. I don't think this has come out yet. I think it comes out this Sunday. Or maybe it came out last Sunday. I don't know.
We did talk about the Epstein files, and he was extremely angry at me that I had signed the discharge petition to release the files. I fully believe that those women deserve everything they're asking. They're asking for all of it to come out. They deserve it. And he was furious with me.
What did he say?
He said that it was going to hurt people. We did talk about that.
That's interesting. So it's going to hurt people. So he's not talking about himself. We're not going to get the truth with this Epstein shit, I'm telling you.
What was my position on Parkland, Florida?
That it was a false.
Oh, no, that's the old one. Sorry.
We did talk about. We did.
Sorry, I don't know where the other one is. There's another one in here. But anyway, Trump said she's furious. Or she said Trump was furious when she signed on to the discharge petition. So I can't, I don't know if it's anyone. I don't know why people on the left are beginning to trust her. I hope you're not trusting her, though. She's not to be trusted. Marjorie Taylor Greene is not to be trusted. Didn't she follow around the victim of a school shooting for and was protesting him or something? I don't know. What? Shannon, what are you talking about? I'm too petty? I don't think you know what the word petty means. Not a Trump supporter either, but I'm out when you try to silence voices. Shannon, if you're out because I don't let people use the R slur, you can fuck off. Can I make that any more clear? Shannon? Guys, look at Shannon here. Shannon here is mad. No, I want to unhide this message. Is there a way to do that? No, I don't think I can do that. Shannon I9X2S here says, I'm out because I wouldn't let someone use the R slur. Shannon, you please leave. Get away from me. Oh my God. What a weirdo. I'm leaving. People should be allowed to slur. It's not fair. You're absolutely a Trump supporter. Only a Trump supporter would think it was acceptable to allow people to slur. Get the hell out of here. MTG was full QAnon over the... Yeah, absolutely. Yep. Yeah, go be bigoted somewhere else there, Shannon. If you're a Trump supporter, call in 908-652-3703. I'd like to talk to a Trump supporter. Call in and quit your crying. Shit, I had the phone off here. Whoop, my bad. I didn't realize I had it off there. Let's see if I can pull this up really quick, too. This is the... Did you guys hear this? Former high-ranking DEA agent accused of conspiring to traffic drugs and launder millions of dollars for a Mexican cartel. I'll be shocked if there's no... I don't think there's going to be accountability here. But I wish there would be. With this Hegseth stuff. They're clearly protecting him. Not another Jewish space lasers. I didn't forget. She's incredibly anti-Semitic. She was really bad for a long time. But she's bad with everything. I mean, she's horrible. Marjorie Taylor Greene's not to be trusted. And it's sad because I see people so easily fall right into supporting her again just because she doesn't like Trump. It's like, do you understand that's the bare fucking minimum? Like, that's the bare minimum. Wow, she doesn't support Trump. What a win. Oh, my God. Give me a break. Marjorie Taylor Greene is in it for herself. And she will end up on a right-wing network like OAN, Newsmax, Fox News, or some other numbskull network in the next, 6 months. Speaking out against people on the left. She says horrible shit about... She harassed Hunter Biden for God knows how long. That's why they hate Hunter Biden, because MAGA thinks that Hunter Biden's more of a patriot than them, and he is. Hunter Biden, unfortunately, is more of a patriot than MAGA. That's why Marjorie Taylor Greene hated him so much. Yeah, she's not to be trusted. But people will immediately jump back on the bandwagon like, oh my God, she doesn't like Trump anymore. That must mean she's a good person. Like, dude, are you nuts? She's done horrible shit. I can't trust her. I'm going to be honest with you. As much as I feel for those survivors, when she was standing up there with them, oh my God, it made me sick. Like, she voted for Trump knowing he had done these things, grabs women without their consent, the stuff with the Epstein file. You going to tell me Marjorie Taylor Greene didn't suspect Trump with Epstein prior to this last election? And now suddenly she cares? Suddenly the survivors' stories are important? Suddenly. Yeah, okay. It's because she knows it's the one thing that hurts Trump. She knows it's the one thing that can be used to take him down. Because she knows there's stuff in those Epstein files about Trump, and there absolutely is. Regardless of what it is, it's going to be enough to get rid of him. But it's a personal thing. It has nothing to do with, like, doing what's right. She doesn't give a fuck, and I can't believe people actually buy into it. Yeah, made fun of E. Jean Carroll. She's done a bunch of stuff, awful stuff, and people just hook, line, and sinker every single time. It's like, holy shit. How are you that easily duped? That's like the biggest problem with our political system, how easily duped people are. There's no critical thinking in this country whatsoever. Did you guys see yesterday, too? This was disgusting. This was the worst. Donald Trump got the Medal of Freedom from the FIFA president. This is absolutely disgusting. He got the Medal of Freedom. Some kind of transaction or something was made to give this guy this Medal of Freedom. Oh, my God. And whatever, I mean, I'm sure they're manipulating Trump in some way because Trump he's extremely vulnerable to flattery. Like, if you can flatter Trump, he will give you anything you want. Trump actually thinks that works on other people, too. And some it might, but not. It didn't work on Putin. That's why he laid the red carpet out for Putin and flew B-52 bombers over his head, and Putin played him like a fiddle. Played him like a fucking fiddle. But regardless, this was disgusting. How can you give this guy a peacetime award when he's the most divisive president we've ever had in our country? Donald Trump is actively dividing the United States, and he gets a peace award as he's dividing the country? And MAGA supports this bullshit. They're all cheering it. Glad to see Donald Trump finally be recognized for his peacetime accomplishments. I bet he's walking around the White House with this on. He's probably walking around in his boxers. They have Cheeto dust all over them, Big Mac sauce, with this presidential medal around his neck. That's what they call it. They call it, what's the official name? Let's see. Yeah, they call it the FIFA Peace Prize. The FIFA Peace Prize. This is given to people who have made exceptional and extraordinary actions for peace. Oh my God. Oh God, it's so bad, dude. Oh man, the video was bad too. He's like, I'll put it on now. I'll put it on right now. Watch, I'll play it for you guys. Listen to this. You guys have to hear this. If you haven't heard this yet, it's gross. And I wonder how much he paid for this. Is this the first time they've ever given it out? Because obviously this is some bullshit thing. I would imagine it's the first time they've ever. Let's see if I can find. Here's the clip. Here's the clip. Check this out, everybody.
Your prize, this is your peace prize. There is also a beautiful medal for you that you can wear everywhere you want to go.
I'm gonna wear it right now.
Okay, let me hold. Fantastic. Excellent.
This is truly one of the great honors of my life. And beyond awards, Johnny and I were discussing this. We saved millions and millions of lives. I want to thank, by the way, my family, my great First Lady, Melania. You're right here, and thank you very much. The world has never seen, based on the enthusiasm that I've seen, I have never seen anything like it. We've had a tremendous relationship, working relationship with Canada. We have our Prime Minister of Canada there, and we have our President of Mexico. And we've worked closely with those two countries, and the coordination and friendship and relationship has been outstanding. And I want to thank you both very much, and your countries very much. The world is a safer place now.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Does that not make you sick to your stomach? The world is a safer place now. Is this the... Oh my God. This is so gross.
The United States 1 year ago was not doing too well. And now I have to say we're the hottest country anywhere in the world, and we're going to keep it that way. Thank you all. Thank you. Have a great time. And Johnny, a tremendous honor. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, President. Thank you so much.
Oh my God, I hope he knows that means absolutely nothing. Yeah, it's absolutely meaningless. Oh my God. And the fact that Trump supporters fucking think this is some kind of like big deal. Disgusting. Yeah, I would say those fishermen would disagree, yeah. I would say the fishermen would absolutely disagree. They're dead because of this idiot. They're dead because of this clown. It's crazy because he believes that he can just say things and they're automatically true. Like, we all know different. We all know that's not the case. But as long as Trump tells people that, then... God. Doesn't that fucking... Is it just me? Why does that bother me so much? Why am I letting that bother me? I don't know. It just bothers me for some reason. It just bothers me. I don't even know why. It just bothers me. MAGA has no soul. Hey, Catch, why don't you call in right now? 908-652-3703 and stop being such a coward. Why are Trump supporters so scared to call in, dude? Why are they so fucking afraid to call in? Like, why are they scared? They're literally terrified. Like, are you scared to admit that you support Donald Trump? Is that what it is? Are you just scared to admit that you support him? Because it's wrong? Well, yeah, I mean, I guess, but everything that Trump does is wrong. I appreciate the super chat. Everything Trump does is wrong. Why does this bother me so much, though? Something, it just, I don't know, it just bothers me. Catch my what? Catch, will you shut up? I don't know what this guy's doing here. Catch, stop crying, all right? Stop crying. That's all I ask. There's only one rule, and it's stop crying. Okay? That's my only rule. If you're a Trump supporter, you're allowed to watch the live, but you can't cry. Okay? That's the only rule if you're a Trump supporter. You can't cry, okay? We don't tolerate any crying. Okay? When you come in here, we're going to make it a little uncomfortable for you. That's what we do. We do it on TikTok, and now we're going to start we started doing it on YouTube, and it's going to continue that way. Catch is crying because he doesn't want to call in and talk to me because he's scared. We just love winning. We're winning so much. We're winning. Everybody says we're winning. Adam Cray and his community winning again. So true. Ask everybody. They're talking about it. They're talking about how much we're... So true. So true. We're just winning all the time. So much winning, you're going to get tired of winning. You're going to hate winning by the time we're done here. So true. Catch, you're scared to call in, Catch. Yeah, Michael's the only one allowed to cry. We're just winning so much. So true. You miss Sliwa? I can't do Sliwa impression right now because my voice is... Says the one who cries about Trump every day. Guys, look, C-R-Y apostrophe S. Can you call in right now and stop? Just call in. Call in. Are you scared? I think that dude just left. Dead man lives. I know. CRY''S. CRY''S is hilarious, bro. Oh my God. Christian's triggered. Who cares about spelling? God, we've gotten to the point where they don't think we should be caring about spelling anymore. We literally live in idiocracy, man. We literally live in idiocracy. Who cares about spelling and grammar? Who cares about critical? I had a guy the other day. Who cares about critical thinking? Oh my God. Pretty soon we're going to be showering in Gatorade. Oh my God, folks. No, I'm definitely right. Because I don't support Trump. And that's why you're embarrassed to call in. Because you do support Trump. Not triggered, but that's all you... Let's just try and decipher this really quick. Let's try to... Not triggered, but that's all you are comparing about. I don't know what this guy is trying to say. Sweetheart, we can't understand, honey. I'm sorry, sweetheart. We can't understand what you're trying to say. Guys, you know how you know this is a Trump supporter? You know how you know it's a Trump supporter? Because the "your" is misspelled. That's how you identify whether or not it's a Trump supporter. Just always look at the "your." And if they can't figure out "your" and "your," you know it's MAGA. You know it's MAGA right away. This is just what we deal with, man, in the United States. And honestly, there's plenty of people who are just sick of it. And this is kind of a community that's just sick of it. I mean, I am so tired of their bullshit. I mean, I am so beyond tired of everything. And we're not even a year into this administration. Mind you, we're not a year into this bullshit. That's the fucked up part. You know? When you really think about it. Like, that's the part that kills me. Like, how am I... You're telling me that I have to do this for another... How many years? 3 years? You're telling me I have to do this for another 3 fucking years? Like, holy shit. You must be out of your fucking mind. I can't do this for another 3 years. When I think about that, I'm like, I literally don't know how I can do this for 3 more years. I don't think I can. You know? But what I hang on, the hope I hang on to is Donald Trump is going to be impeached before then, because we are going to have a tremendous midterm. Because if you look at the last elections and you look at the Tennessee District 7, these are things you can hang your hat on, right? This is evidence that people are getting tired of Donald Trump. We saw in District 7, Afton Bain, although she lost, what that election was much closer than it should have. Most people would say it's not a lot better. Christian, you don't even know how you bring articles of impeachment, okay? You don't even know what impeachment means, okay? He's been impeached already. He was impeached twice during his last term. He will be impeached again before this term is over. The question is, will he be removed? Let me guess, because I put you, I misspelled you. Let me guess, because I put you, I misspelled you. I misspelled you. Let me guess, because I put you, I misspelled you. Guys, you're not going to do shit. All right, Trump supporters don't do anything. You're all talk. Stop talking like you would do something. You're not doing anything. Listen, your karma will be witnessing Donald Trump held accountable. And at some point, there will just be no room for you in the political system. That's eventually what will happen. Yeah. No, I think there will be accountability to some degree for the entire term. I just don't think there'll be accountability specifically for the strikes here. I don't get my hopes up anymore because it doesn't seem like this guy's held accountable for anything. I do think, though, like his last term, he absolutely will face accountability after his term is over. I really believe that eventually will be the case. And should be the case. Whether he gets indicted or whatnot. But he absolutely will have some kind of accountability. Tyron Blue, why don't you call into the live? Why don't you call into the live there, Tyron Blue? Stop crying and call in. ICE will have Nuremberg trials. I think there will be. Hey, listen, that's why we tell people remember your oath, because I'm just following orders isn't a legitimate excuse for anything. So I hope you're not planning on saying that. Oh, I thought you were talking about me, Tyron. My bad, Tyron. You couldn't tell the difference between a man and a woman. These guys are just such. Why don't you call in and let's discuss it? Why don't you call in and let's discuss it? Come on, I'm running out of time here. I have stuff I got to do today. These guys are. Can you imagine voting because you care about the transgender community that makes up less than 1% of the population? We're talking about less than 1% of the population. You voted based off the transgender community that has nothing to do with you and has no effect on your life whatsoever? I don't understand that. Is it just because that's the only way that you can try and make people on the left look irrational, because uneducated people will hear what you say, your surface level information, and interpret it as crazy? Because people who lack education and critical thinking skills are often gullible. Pathetic. I pray for justice. Yeah, not another. I wouldn't expect justice for Hegseth. I wish it was the case. I can't stand Pete Hegseth. He's the most unqualified person in this administration, besides RFK. Pete Hegseth was on Fox News. Now he's the guy that they would call. Understand this, people. If we were attacked at 3 o'clock in the morning, guess who gets a call? Pete Hegseth. Pete Hegseth is responsible for defending you and your children and your family. Oh, my God, that's a scary thought. That's a scary thought. So I wish there would be accountability for him, not another, but I don't believe there will be, and I think they're protecting him for whatever reason. Yeah, look, it sucks because there's a million different reasons why. If you don't draw a line in the sand, obviously, this is a government that I believe wants to put people in the well, I'm not going to get into it. I think this administration will attempt to, they're already doing it, by the way, through Antifa, which is an ideology, but furthermore, try and criminalize political ideology by the time his term is over. I think that there's a real serious attempt to criminalize people on the left side of the political spectrum. Just make it illegal to be on the left. And that's happening. So, Navy pilot Hegseth is going to get someone killed. Yep. Well, he already has. He already has. It's sick, man. It's deeply, deeply disturbing. And it's sad that more veterans on the right are not willing to speak up. The fact that so many are falling in line is terrifying. But I expected it. I really did. I'm not shocked at all. So many fucking people in line with this bullshit. Do you understand you hold the power? Republicans, like, you could draw a line in the sand, and even if you still want to support Trump, you could draw a line in the sand here and say, this is not correct. We ask that you stop doing this. They don't give a fuck. They just don't. No, Christian's terrified. I've tried to get him to call in. He's fucking scared. Christian, call in. By the way, you spelled your wrong again. You're looking for the apostrophe R-E. Christian, what we call a contraction, right? 2 words. You are separated by an apostrophe. That's what you're looking for there, Christian. That's what you're looking for there, Christian. When is the Epstein stuff happen? How many days have passed since the Epstein stuff? Walmart also just put out that Thanksgiving was cheaper this year over last year. What do you mean Walmart just put out? Have you been to the grocery store lately, Christian? People are hurting. People are hurting, Christian. Sick world we live in, folks. Some of these comments from these clowns are disturbing. You're kind of Alex Jones today. You got that cold. So first of all, wrong your. It's Bizarro Alex Jones, or I say Jalix Aeons. What? Andrew, that was really, I don't know. How am I acting like Alex Jones? I can't really decipher what you're trying to say. Oh, yeah. But to your amnesty point, that's too many? No, it's not. If you want to debate amnesty, you have to provide a fiscal burden. You can't debate amnesty without a fiscal burden. Okay? Guys, Christian just said something really profound I want you all to know. Because Christian's got it down. Christian just told everybody, you need to know facts before you speak. Grass is way lower. Christian cut his grass, and he's thanking Trump for it. Christian, Trump has nothing to do with you cutting your grass. Okay? Trump has nothing to do with cutting your grass. Okay? Did you cut your own grass? Someone came and cut it for you. It wasn't Trump. Just because your grass was cut, that's not something you can attribute to Trump's presidency. Okay, Christian? You need to know facts before you speak. Grass is way lower. I don't know, man. Yeah, if your grass is cut, that means Trump is doing great. Oh my God. This is literally the funniest fucking chat, dude. You need to know where you speak. Grass is way lower. Thank you, Trump. And when his grass grows really long again, he blames Obama. When his grass gets out of control, he starts blaming Obama. See? You shouldn't have voted for Obama. Oh, Christian. Oh, Christian. All right, everybody, I'm going to pop off. Just wanted to do a couple hours this morning. It was fun. I'm actually over my time. It was fun. Hope you guys had a great morning. Hope you guys had some laughs this morning and enjoyed the live. And I will see you guys maybe later or maybe tomorrow. I don't know yet. If you're new here, make sure you hit subscribe so you guys don't miss the live. Guys, if you're subscribed, you have to hit the bell. If you don't hit the bell, you're not going to be notified that I'm going live. You've got to hit the bell. So make sure you guys hit the bell. Take care, everybody. Hope you have a wonderful Sunday. I'm sorry, today's Saturday. Yeah, I might come back on later. I don't know yet. Either here or TikTok. I don't know which one. I don't know if I'll be on TikTok or here. I can't really tell, to be honest. But we'll see what happens. All right? Take care, everybody. Have a wonderful Saturday. You might see me later or not. I don't know. Just make sure you're subscribed. Guys, if you are a member of the channel, I posted the Discord in the post section. Go check it out. Take care, everybody.